Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of BitesizeUGC. I'm Rogue Enterprise and with me as always is Captain PF Dennis. This week we took on a mission called Missing from the Mirror by deffdog.
This was actually a nice little mission, and by little, I mean that it was just that. It is the shortest mission we've played so far, but that's not a criticism. It was the perfect length for the story.
Okay, story. This mission appears to be a continuation of a previous arc, though it functions well as a complete story on its own. We did have one major issue with the entire mission we're going to be repeating a little bit in this review. Details.
Right. The writing could have used a little more imaginative technobabble or more in-depth explanation for the scientific dialogues. At times it was a bit generic and vague, but solid and enjoyable. Story gets 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Map design. Again, it's all in the details. There's a section of the mission where the player enters a VIP area from a club on Drozana Station, but there was nothing to suggest that that area was any more upscale than the previous space. The maps were pretty standard fare, though we did enjoy a few areas such as approaching and departing a secret space station where some tactical thought was required.
Agreed. We liked the use of the asteroids and yes, even the subspace interference, which some reviewers complain has been overused. Maybe enough time has gone by since it was added to the assets. Map design gets 3 out of 5.
Difficulty. There were a moment or two of surprise or inoperative shielding in a few space maps, and anytime you face the Nausicaan captain level mob with that nasty gun, you're in for a decent fight. We each fell victim to it before we realized he was even there. If you're prepared for it, it is not an issue, and it is challenging enough to be interesting. Difficulty gets 4 out of 5.
Tech. Apart from a force field trick, there was nothing here to rival most of the latest missions. Although there was not an obvious effort to dazzle the player with foundry tricks, we really did love a find the dagger sequence. It was little touches like that we felt were far too few. We gave Tech 3 stars.
Overall, it felt as if the author may have been rushing to finish the job, or he or she is new to mission authoring. There is a real opportunity here to turn fine into fantastic, with a bit more time and tweaking.
And that wraps up episode 4. The mission is Missing from the Mirror by deffdog. As always, we urge you to support STO's Foundry by playing these missions for yourself. This has been BitesizeUGC.